Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. June 28th, June 29th. We got the dodgeball game June 29th. All my H-Town fellas, we have a celebrity dodgeball game at Arian Foster has a workout facility out there, so we're gonna do that. And then Saturday we have the giveaway, so it's gonna be a good weekend, man. And then you know what we do at night. Fucking with y'all. But anyways, man, let's talk about something. Piggyback off of the last few, which I deem some of the more important videos I've done as it relates to this the slave masters family, slave quarters, whatever you want to call them, over there in England. Remember how everyone jumped on Deontay Wilder and said he should have took the $40 million, he would have took the $30 million. Well, people are too dumb enough not to be pragmatic with Deontay's situation and implement that situation or a similar situation in their life, right? Because if you put the information together, because if you go into a meeting like that, you have to have all the details of the information. And truth be told, I genuinely believe that new media, LDBC, myself included, everyone's played a huge part. The Boxing Voice played a huge part in disseminating the information to Team Wilder and understanding how Matchroom and Eddie Hearn is constructed, right? Now we're just gonna highlight what we know how Matchroom writes their contracts. You know why? Because if Anthony Joshua has that contract, why wouldn't Maurice Hooker have that kind of contract, right? If Anthony Joshua has that contract, why wouldn't, I don't know, none of those European, Kell Brook, why wouldn't he have that contract? You understand where I'm coming from? You understand what I'm saying? And with that being said, the information that we have on Anthony Joshua is he's not signed. And every piece of information I'm giving you has come from Eddie Hearn's mouth. He's not signed to DAZN. We're working on a deal with Anthony Joshua to sign with DAZN, right? Part two, we realize, looking at that video, Anthony Joshua has never had a meeting with DAZN. John Skipper is the lead executive for DAZN. And Anthony Joshua just met him on the promotional tour for Jarrell Big Baby Miller when he went to Wall Street, right? Now, with that being said, and we understand how they construct their contracts, and we understand the relationship that Eddie Hearn, DAZN, and Anthony Joshua have, or lack of relationship. It's more of a control thing, right? Deontay Wilder is sitting at that table, and they're presenting him this deal, right? One, they can't give him the amount of money Anthony Joshua is making because DAZN and Eddie Hearn are best friends. DAZN and Eddie Hearn are taking money off the top. DAZN and Eddie Hearn is trying to get, which is a business model, right? I'm not condemning them for their business model. I'm condemning them for the consistent lies and the devil and how they portray them, how they are the devil, how they are unfair, right? And Deontay, so let's go to the $40 million, right? If I'm not mistaken, they offered him $40 million, right? And they say they guaranteed him Anthony Joshua's, right? Now, I'm gonna make sense for you, and this will be your one-stop shop for understanding the realities of the contract. Just based off facts from them, not interpretation of the facts. I'm just going to deliver the facts. Deontay Wilder sitting at the table, and they say, here's $40 million to fight Anthony Joshua, right? They obviously ask obvious questions, right? When will it be? Where will it be? What's the total projected, right? And if this is a 50-50 fight, I need you to confirm that Anthony Joshua is getting $40 million. And they basically coughed up and said, well, we don't know. We can't give you that information because we don't know, right? Now, let's stop there and go from the information that we know. Anthony Joshua is not signed to DAZN. They can't guarantee Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn can guarantee Anthony Joshua. Now, Anthony Joshua can be a rebellious slave and say, I don't want to take the fight, right? And with that being the problem, there's no guarantee that Anthony Joshua will take that Deontay Wilder fight. 2, they never was going to give the totals for the 50 projecting being a 50-50 fight. They never want to give Anthony Joshua numbers. And you say why? Because it infringes upon how much John Skipper and Team Slave Master Hearn take home out of pocket off the top. And you know what they do? They tax Anthony Joshua on it. I know that's what they do. Anthony Joshua needs to check his taxes. I can almost guarantee you he's paying Eddie Hearn's taxes. I know this. Eddie Hearn is listening to this livid right now because I'm giving too much real game right now. Right? So with that being said, just those 2 items, you don't need to go no further. You don't need to look no further than this. Anthony Joshua had no idea who John Skipper was before April. Beginning of April, I think they had the press conference, or the end of March, right? Mind you, he had already fought on DAZN, and mind you, Eddie Hearn and DAZN had brokered that deal in mid-June of last year, right? So not only was he attempting to deceive Deontay Wilder, he's been deceiving Anthony Joshua his entire professional career. So if he will rob Anthony Joshua and treat him as a slave, not like a slave, as a slave. If Deontay Wilder had to sign that contract, he would have been Eddie Hearn's slave. Eddie Hearn, to quote Deontay Wilder, is a blue-eyed devil. Everyone is so fascinated with appealing, being on bending knees in front of a white man, that they don't understand the realities of what they're doing and or giving away. You understand what I'm saying? It's terrible to think that a man would give up his dignity for $3. You know, think about that. Anthony Joshua, at this point of his career, doesn't need Eddie Hearn. He can walk into Sky Sports with 2 lawyers and say, I want to broker a deal and fight this guy. They would gladly accept it. Anthony Joshua and 2 lawyers can walk into Showtime's office in New York and say, I want to fight this guy on your network. They can make it happen. Eddie Hearn is literally obsolete. There's no need for an Eddie Hearn in your life. There's no need for an Eddie Hearn to promote you, especially when you're at the level of a Kell Brook or a Anthony Joshua, Amir Khan. Now people say, now when you look at this, now you know. I'm going to do a separate video about this. But think about this for a second. Understanding this, you know why the Amir Khan-Kell Brook fight hasn't happened. The same thing that they're doing Kell Brook versus Amir Khan is the same thing Slave Master Hearn is doing for Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Same thing. That's the reason why he didn't show up to Kell Brook's press conference. That's the reason. In my humble opinion, in order for Kell Brook and Amir Khan to fight, Amir Khan has to silently agree to certain terms to fight him. Because he already has Kell Brook. Amir Khan is like the wild child. He won't agree to Eddie Hearn's terms to take the fight. If you understand how to do one thing, you can understand how to do everything. How a businessman does one business deal, the foundation of it will be how he does his next business deal. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just we're in 2019, and it's still happening. Yet the beautiful thing about it is we have independent media outlets who can say what they want. You know, so shout out to every media outlet that's not afraid to tell the truth. More importantly, that is telling the truth, you know, or getting the information so other people can tell the truth, you know. So, but yeah, man, it's just he would have robbed Deontay Wilder blind. Deontay Wilder would have never got the Anthony Joshua fight. We're going to learn a lot in these next 6 months because Team Joshua is going to start talking. If not in first person, through leaks, through best friends, through cousins, through aunties. Watch what I say. Eddie Hearn's been rather quiet on fight week this week. That's intentional. The Zone said, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. It's Wednesday. No Eddie Hearn interviews in New York. The Zone told him to shut the fuck up. No doubt in my mind. I don't need to consult with anybody to understand this. So, but anyways, man. Y'all have a great night. June 28th in Houston, Texas. We got a dodgeball game at Aaron Foster's Complex in Houston. And Saturday morning, we wake up and we go serve the community of Houston. We're going to have a great time, man. We're going to have some dominoes, spades, man. We just going to have a great fucking time, man. Man, it's going to be like a scene from Barbershop. We're going to have a great time, man. You know what I mean? It's going to be so many, it's going to be so packed in there. 100 black men, strong, minimum. Man, we're going to have a great time. So Barbershop Conversations, man. Tell your cousin, tell your auntie, tell your uncle. Man, tell everyone. Don't come alone. If you got to come alone, we understand. But bring someone with you. And if you want to help out, bring a dozen of something. All right? I'm going to have so much stuff there, but I know a lot of people want to help out. You can bring a dozen of something. That'll cost you $5 or $10. Or if you want to donate it, feel free to click the links in the description box. You have many options. Or you can just come and serve. Or you can just come and hang out and listen to the DJ. Or you can come and just say, and you can just come and we can just meet each other. You can come and we can just build. We can just build off of the energy that's going to be in the building that day. So I look forward to seeing y'all. Don't invite Eddie Hearn. All right, he's not welcome to the party. All right, and we're gonna have a great time. So Barbershop Conversations, man. No more #no slaves. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.